the Mutsu. Again, as long as they don't play on the back foot with the...
Your thoughts on these drafts, and who do you give the edge to, Blam?
I mean, it is game 3, right? Game 3 of the semifinals. This is where all those little pocket picks are now going to come out to play. We've seen Atix on the Yao. We've seen Alimsky on the Jing. Very great, very comfortable players on these heroes. But the likes of Liz bringing out the Mulan and obviously Ryu on the Angela, a little bit different to the Hugh Huan and the Lady Jen we've seen in day 1 and day 2. But now we get Kinesis onto the Marco Polo as well, which is going to be quite scary. If this is one of his big picks, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and I mean, it was the last pick, you know, Marco Polo. Kinesis is just like, hey, you know, this is the way. I know it's a perfect counter to Quasari's Arlie here. It's going to be an interesting matchup considering Kinesis has been playing nothing but Arlie going into this one. But, you know, he felt like he had something. Is he, you know, as confident as Kin is on the Marco Polo? We're going to have to find out here.
Yeah, the interesting thing they've gone for here with the Marco Polo, though, Kinesis is not gone for the cleanse, so he's going to be pretty sure that he's not going to get caught out by any of that CC, the likes of the Cannon Blast, any of the CC and the slow coming from Mulan as well. So, hey, most credit to him. If he's confident to go for the stun instead, that's really aggressive.
Okay, I feel like confidence is one thing, but you know, some things are inevitable, right? You're gonna get cannon blasted at some point. You're gonna be slowed down. You're gonna be stunned. So I am worried about that. I'm hoping that the rest of, you know, MP are able to provide a lot of space so that he doesn't actually get focused. That would be ideal for Kinesis here. But a little bit of a skirmish already, just fighting for boars. I think nothing is really gonna amount of it.
Yeah, no, nothing, not quite just yet. We don't have, well, actually, yeah, we are now getting into the area of level 4 territory where it's now the 2-minute mark. All the players, bar Bobned, are all level 4 or above. So taking the fights now would have been really interesting, but I think we're going to have to wait until around about the neutral objective spawn, right? They're going to wait to try and take dominance into this farm lane to try and take the first tyrant for either of these teams.
Yeah, it's going to be huge here. And I mean, I think the matchup of this game is going to be Atix, Yao, Alimsky, Jing. I think that these two, whoever has the better game is just going to win, right? I feel like the jungle players on both of these teams are, you know, ride or die in the sense of, are they the top players? Are they able to carry this team? We've seen it, you know, in the first 2 games where they were able to do so. So, again, you got to look out for where these two are at all times.
Yeah, these teams, both of these players, sorry, Atix and Alimsky, want to be the players in the limelight, right? I mean, didn't quite able to get that MVP of the last game, but hey, if it's not for players like Red QT, who's able to kind of set up those team fights and those plays, then the strive for the limelight is a pretty self-destructive one, right? You want to be striving as a team. You want to be proud that everybody gets their fair share, but right now, like you said, Paula, it is definitely down to Atix or Alimsky, both these ride or die jungle players.
Yeah, it's going to be super close here, but oh my gosh. Okay, it looks like they're going to go in for this one. Bob somehow dodges the Resplendent Revolver. He's going to go in for this one. Nice think inside the box with the Peacebreaker. The Umbrella Outburst pushing him away, but the Fever Barrage is on point, and Bobnet is going to be killed. Atix is going to be killed as well, and that was perfect. The Umbrella Outburst pushing him away, giving Kinesis the time to get the Fever Barrage off and picks them both off.
Hey, like I said, we called out the stun, right? You said it's either overconfident or it could be something else, but that stun saved that play, right? They went into the Fever Barrage, they dropped the stun and was able to get a lot of damage. A double kill for Kinesis. They pick up the Tyrant, the first Tyrant of the game. This is already setting up for a huge early game for the side of Major Pride.
Yeah, we're talking about Kinesis more from an isolation standpoint, right? Just having, you know, no cleanse on this one. But I totally forgot about the Kashi Batir factor. He's able to just come in and save him, and that Unbridled Outburst completely saving him, giving him the double kill of Kinesis, that is, and just turning that fight on its head, so to speak. But, oh man, Alimsky, angry, gets that kill, and Ryu's down for the count.
Yeah, I mean, the bit of a technical...
Gets that mid laner and gets that pick off, which is exactly what you want. He was actually making a rotation, but he got the free food on the way, and he's just going to continue to farm here.
Yeah, speaking of free food, though, Jing and Yao are both pretty close in the gold. Almost getting caught out there was Kinesis, taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, playing the hero to the limit. This is the Marco Polo. This is scary, right? I mean, if he's able to get farm and he's able to kind of control himself, I mean, he's got what, 3.5? He's the highest on the team, and that's not what you want to see as a next Ruya fan. Oh, he cannon blast him just to kind of stop the recall.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that ticks me off in ranked games, right? You are recalling, a cannon blast comes through from downtown, you're like, hey, have some respect, I'm recalling here. And it just completely upsets your whole mojo.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's... Oh, okay. Kinesis gets caught out. He's going to be killed in the bottom lane, and that's going to be a huge win for them. Kashi was not able to save him on that one, but Quasari was waiting in the wings, and sure, he gets that pick off, and that's a huge win for next Ruya as they got their first kill.
Yeah, it's definitely where they want to be now. They want to kill on the board, right? They don't want to make sure that it's too clear to anybody watching that Major Pride are trying to be in control here. But hey, okay, some more things coming through.
Oh, Red with a nice Ocean of Tears, but the nice thing inside the box, keeping him alive, and does it again, and they locked him in with that Peacebreaker going in for this one, and now Kashi's on the run, but oh, they might have gone too far. Atix gets back to safety. The Cannon Blast being thrown out, and that's going to be a little off the mark, and that's going to slow things down.
Yeah, you can kind of see with the Zhongfei failing there, but that's not enough. Red almost dying there to Atix. That was very aggressive from the side of next Ruya, but these cannon blasts are relentless.
I mean, basically, whenever they're off cooldown, he's going to continue to do it. He gets the pick off, and he does end up killing Red. But, okay, so it's one thing to take note of. Kashi was getting burned by the Blazing Brilliance, but Red actually had the Ocean of Tears, stunned up, Ru there, so it kind of slowed things down, let Kashi survive, but somehow Red got picked off. Too many cannon blasts in the face, not good for your health.
Yeah, definitely not good. Too many cannon blasts that are prescribed by the doctor are one too many, right? And we've seen a bit of a dominance, a bit of an invade here from next Ruya.
Oh, they've gotten Olimsky. That's a huge win for them. Liz coming from the side. The Unbridled Outburst is going to be used as well. And they found Kinesis. He was caught out, not able to get away. Atix is starting to turn it up. Oh, man, Atix on this Yao is so scary as he's the highest level on the entire game.
It's not only that, though. I have to give props to Bobnet. These cannon blasts are hitting completely different. They're hitting from anywhere and everywhere. It's kind of like it's got the range of the blazing sun arrow, right, of Ho Yi, but it's just unstoppable. He's landing it, like, every time.
Yeah, it's a perfect setup with Ryu's Angela here, right? You got the Cannon Blast, the Blazing Brilliant, Chaos Cinder on top with the Blazing Brilliance. Like, you just, like, toast them, and that's exactly what they're trying to do, just trying to set things up, and we kind of saw that going into this one. The combination was potentially there. I mean, we've seen it in, game 2 with this combination. So, again, just very scary. Bobnet is like a sniper with that thing.
Yeah, it's a really hairy situation you want to be in. Well, you don't want to be in if you're Major Pride, right? But you do want it if you are next Ruya. Again, a lot of aggression coming through here. They're able to take all T1s away from Major Pride. This is an issue. Yeah,
no towers taken. A nice two-man cannon blast there. No towers taken thus far by MP. Now they're kind of on the run. They have to back off. The Unbridled Outburst, they get the pick off, and they got Ryu. That's a huge win. Kinesis somehow surviving. He's going to roaming gun forward. Wants to at least take the minions first. Quasari on the run. He's so low. The cannon blast slowing it down, and the Tix is just like, guys, just hold him off so I can take this tyrant. And he does take that.
Yeah, able to take the second tyrant of the game is Attic. So a great play there for the side of next Ruya. They lose one member, but they're able to pick up the tyrant. I think that is a solid trade for the team. But over to the side of Major Pride, they honestly need to start doing some macro, putting some of the pressure onto these lanes, right? Because if they don't start opening these lanes, these mid to late game potential game finishes is going to be a lot hard to actually get for themselves.
Look at Atix. He's got 7K highest. Nobody has even 6K on the side of MP right now. So they're very, very behind. They've obviously have done a great job of funneling for Atix's Yao. We saw it in game 1. He is a monster on this thing. I think any team that's watching this has to kind of respect Bandits because, he's on another level with this hero.
Yeah, it's definitely down to exposure and experience against this hero, right? Especially within the competitive scene, it can kind of throw you off. That's the whole point of those pocket picks. It's kind of like, they didn't scrim this. We've never played against this. And it really shows here that Major Pride are a little bit baffled, a little bit like a deer in the headlight, right?
Yeah, it's actually kind of, it's one of those things where you don't want to show those things. Oh, nice Ocean of Tears, Umbrella Outburst right on top of that, pushing him into the wall, the Mirror Domain, but Bob now trying to survive, but the Fever Barrage is on point, but he does die. He's going to be traded here. They're continuing to go on. Kashi getting a little bit low. Bob and Otix have both been killed as well, but they do get the double for Otix before he died, but they did get Kashi in return. It's a 3-for-3.
Yeah, Red QT was a little bit too far away there to try and drop any kind of destructive deluge there, which could have really tipped the scales of that team fight. But NRX looking to push this T2 with the minions as well very soon, which could be spelling more trouble for the side of Major Pride. They were able to get a 3-3 trade, which was huge for them. Could get them back into the race, but they are still behind. Here's the replay of that great engage.
Nice fight there. Kinesis dying a little early, though. That was a little unfortunate. They needed his damage. Kashi running for his life at this point. Quasari sniping him down. You got to find out where Quasari is. Oh, Olimsky is down for the count. Liz is going to be killed, so it's a 1-for-1. But Olimsky going down, no bueno.
Yeah, no bueno, no problemo. But what is a problemo is the potential here for NRX to completely bounce back here. They are knowing that the jungle's not going to be contested, right? Olimsky is down, which is an issue. Olimsky is known for driving these kills on the side of Major Pride. T2 goes down into the clash lane as well. Again, another issue for Major Pride. This is not looking too good in this game 3, right?
Yeah, not looking good. I mean, if you're looking at just the kills alone, you're kind of like, it's a bit of a, an even game. Oh, Atix gets picked off. Oh, Red. Oh, he gets the snipe somehow. Atix level 15 playing with fire. He was playing it to the maximum level, so to speak, and he does get picked off. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, a little bit lost in the sauce for Atix there, but hey, when it comes to this point of the game, you are pretty much 4K gold ahead of your enemy team. So you are going to get a little bit lost in the sauce. You're going to try and find those points where it tips the scale, but Bobnet in trouble.
Oh, Bobnet in trouble. The Fever Barrage has already been committed, but he's got him with the Resplendent Revolver. He does get the snipe up. Bobnet down for 35 seconds. They have 5 members of MP. They do end up taking the neutral, and that's one way of getting back in this game.
Yeah, it's exactly what they need to push these lanes, right? They need some sort of mechanic. They need that comeback mechanic for themselves. But looking over to the side of the itemization, you see Fight, then able to recall with his ultimate. But then, like you were saying there, Hola, it'd be nice to see Ryu and Bobnet set up some really nice plays for him, because that could make the world of a difference here for the side of next Ruya going into the next team fight.
Yeah, because most of the team fights have been like Atix going in, getting the pick off, and then you're just trying to force it. And it almost seems like it's 1 versus 5. Oh, but it looks like Ryu, he's going to be sniped out. Oh, now he wants to go. Okay, Atix does get back out of there. He's going to return to dust. He's going to be fine, but Quasari not as lucky. He's going to be killed as well. And Major Pride are finding ways. They're clawing back into this game.
Yeah, Bobnet not quite hitting that Cannon Blast there, which is a bit unfortunate for him. The Splendor Revolver does come through from Kinesis. They're able to dodge that Cannon Blast once more, taking another T2 as well, which is huge for the side of Major Pride for getting themselves back on the saddle.
Yeah, this is scary now. Major Pride in the driver's seat, even though they're down with the net worth, but getting those 2 pickoffs, absolutely huge. A bit of a misplay by next Ruya here. They're trying to hold this and defend the top or the bottom T3. It's going to fall, so they've lost that. And again, you can't make those sort of mistakes, especially at this stage of the game.
No, this is a huge comeback here for Major Pride, taking the higher ground turret, which is now going to spawn those heavier minions in that farm lane, which is going to put more pressure when it comes to going for these team fights, when it comes to considering taking a team fight around these neutral objectives as well. And right now, we're seeing a neutralization of that gold lead. It's only 100 gold difference between them, but hey.
Oh, they're going to go in for this one. Ryu has been killed. Bob as well. Atix. Oh, line them up. They've gotten 3, and they've got that. Oh, they've gotten everything. The only thing they don't have are the minions, as it looks like Liz was just trying to cut the creep wave. He's going to be focused in. He's going to be... Oh, he does get 1 kill, but he's going to fall. But it's 4 members down. Tough situation right now for next Ruya. How do they hold?
Very tough situation for them. There's minions coming through into the mid lane. We see that Olimsky's going for the Shadow Tyrant as well, which is going to be more and more damage going over to Kinesis. And right now, he's seeming like a very good player going into this one, really toppling the scales of this game, which could have easily gone to next Ruya. But what is going on to Major Pride right now is that higher ground turret into the mid lane, opening up more of those stronger minions, putting a lot more pressure. Honestly, I think if Major Pride want to take the game, they're going to have to do it soon. Because if this goes to the Tempest Dragon, it could be an issue for both of these teams.
Yeah, it could be, and you don't want that coin flip, right? I think going into this one, next Ruya, they had the advantage. I mean, you're seeing in the gold graph, they were in full control, but then a couple throws here and there, a couple deaths, not very good for that team, and it really let Major Pride get back in this game. They're going to watch this game, and they're going to see a lot of missed opportunities. It's not over yet. They are definitely, you know, in prime position, or they have a chance to win, but now they're on the losing end. They have to be defensive. This is going to be a super close game going to the wire.
Very close game, and it's pretty much not over till the fat lady sings. But so far, there is no singing to be had. There is no Hugh Juan on the field. There is no unending sorrows, nothing of the sort. But what is currently clear is the kill lead, the gold lead, and the objective lead for Major Pride. They've got to hold on to this lead that they have right now and clutch it like their pearls.
All right, if the fat lady's singing, but if I were to wear a wig and I were to sing, would that work as well? No?
That doesn't constitute, no, I don't think so. You have to add a few extra pounds on, I think, Hauler. Quite a few.
Okay, well. All right, but it looks like it's super close again. I mean, it looks like they're going to be pushed back. NR just trying to stay alive, trying to slow things down, maybe get some sort of lucky pickoff. Nice cannon blast there. We haven't seen too many of those converting into kills, but this is going to be a huge one for MP as they somehow look to take this Overlord here.
Yeah, they got to try and take it fast, right? And faster is how they are doing it. They have the lane pressure. They have nobody around them from the side of next Ruya, which really means they're able to get that second Shadow Vanguard. So when things get tough, they can pop that bad boy down and get a fantastic split siege mechanic going through. But you can kind of see here, Kinesis has built the Sage's Sanctuary. He wants that second wind, and he's able to have it now. He can dive in, get those fevered barrages coming through, a dive, come back, try and do some more damage for himself. So I think this is a great pick. He has the attack speed that he needs. This is just a boiling point, right?
Yeah, a bit of a boiling point here, but okay, let's talk a little about Ryu, who was MVP twice in yesterday's both of their games. Hasn't had the greatest one here. He's almost neck and neck with his own roamer of Bobned, but 8K at this point. He's been struggling to really make a difference in this one. A lot of it has been on Tix's back. Him getting picked out has been super rough for them, as it looks like they've crashed in, taken the top 3-3. The base is wide open now.
Yep, the waves of Major Pride are slowly but surely crashing in here. You can see the Shadow Vanguard coming in from to the Clash lane as well. Is this way going to take the win?
Oh, Red, so low. He somehow survives, but Ryu is going to be killed. He gets sniped out. They didn't get anything in return. The Mirror Domain, the Cannon Blast does connect, but it's only on Takashi, who's super tanky. He likes that. He will eat those things for breakfast, but he does kill Alimsky, and that's going to be a huge one. The Resplendent Revolver is nice. The Sage's Sanctuary, but the Cannon Blast does connect, and now they're on the run. It looks like they're going to back off, but they do need to deal with these Vanguards. Somehow they hold.
Yep, what a great defense there from next Ruya, right? Able to take out Alimsky, which could have been pretty much the toss of the coin, whether they won that fight at the Crystal or lost it. Sage's Sanctuary coming through, didn't actually get drawn or cooldowned for the side of Kinesis, but we did see on the side, I think it was Atix as well, that was able to get that taken from him, which is huge going into this next team fight.
Oh, this is going to be tough. Atix is in a bad spot. He's looking to just fight for this one, but he falls. Oh, that's massive. The Umbrella Outburst is going to be committed. Quasari does get the kill in return, though, and Alimsky is back off. Something they need to take note of, but they've gotten Liz as well. Quasari is being focused in. He's just running for his life. They're looking to turn this, and Quasari is down for the count as well. And MP, they get him back. They've got a 3-for-1 trade.
Yep, this 3-for-1 trade is pretty huge. They still have the Motsu, they still have the Angela as well that's able to clear these waves pretty nicely, as well as that Cannon Blast coming through from Bobned could be a great interceptor here from taking this game 3. But right now, it's looking heavily in favor of Major Pride. Can they close it out before Atix comes back?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Both of these are the lowest two. Ryu just gets killed. He's like a ranged minion at this point. They're going to take this one, and they're going to take